May everyone please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. Oh, wow. That's why I don't use microphones. Good evening. On behalf of the administration, staff, and students here at Laconia High School, I want to welcome everybody for being here this evening. My name is Rob Bennett. I'm the principal here at the high school. And I want to first congratulate all of our recipients for their hard work and dedication that has led them here to this evening. I also want to thank all of the organizations that are here to present awards to our students. I can tell you from conversations with students over the past 20 years or so, after college and other journeys have ended, they specifically pointed to nights like this and the awards that they received as being, in some cases, defining pieces that allowed them to pursue their dreams, whether it be college or other things. So these awards do matter greatly to our kids, and I can't thank you enough, especially this year. I know times have been tough, and I know organizations out there have struggled at times to fundraise and do the things that they do to make these nights happen. But on behalf of our students and everyone, I want to thank all of the organizations that are here to help our kids out, and thank you. So at this time, I want to welcome Mr. Rick Crockford, who will take us through the next part of our program.
How's everyone this evening? It's my mixed pleasure to award the Lily Johnson Scholarship. Lily was an 8th grader that many of you knew, who was tragically killed one afternoon here in the Lake City. I had the distinct honor of having her longtime friend Alyssa Miner in class several times during her 4-year stellar career here at LHS. The spirit of Lily lives on in everybody in this city. If you know the phrase, there's no such thing as a cloudy day, that's because of Lily. And it is awarded for a winning essay about what really matters to the student, what really gives the life meaning for them. And I'm very pleased to announce that this year's winner of the Lily Johnson Scholarship is Katie Allen. And for all of the winners, the natural tendency is to try to shake hands or hug or pat shoulders. In the interests of safety, let's not do that. If you are returning for session 2, there are several of you who are. There are refreshments and out in the Hall of Fame corridor. I'm sorry, for session 3. If you're here for session 2, just don't move. All right, thank you very much, and it's my pleasure to introduce Matthew King with the Robert King Memorial Scholarship.
Hello, everyone, and congrats to the class of 2021. My name is Matt King. I'm the proud grandson of Robert King, or as most knew him as Bob. My grandfather was a big enthusiast and proud supporter of Laconia football. From third grade to my senior season, Laconia football had a special place in my grandfather's heart. Friday Night Lights were a true favorite of ours, and in his honor, we have created the Robert King Memorial Scholarship. Based on academic standings, extracurricular activities, and community leadership, the following students have been selected to receive this year's scholarship. Congratulations, Logan D. Can I just do one at a time, or is that? Say after. Oh, Logan D., Caleb Dano, and DeMarco McKissick. And congrats, grads, and we wish you nothing but success. Thank you.
I am pleased to present the 2021 Educational Talent Search Scholarship. Funding for this award was provided by the Dudley and Jean Orr Memorial Fund of New Hampshire Charitable Foundation. ETS began awarding the scholarship in 2012 and to date have donated over $3,000 in scholarships. This award is presented to a participant of the Educational Talent Search, a TRIO program that works with students who have the dream of enrolling in and graduating from college and are often the first in their family to graduate from college. The recipient of the scholarship has shown exceptional dedication to his dream, overcoming many challenges and persevering to achieve this goal. This award this year is presented to Caleb Daniel. Congratulations. James D. Sutherland was the Chief Executive Officer of Meredith Village Savings Bank for 14 years prior to his untimely death in 1996 at the age of 57. Jim was very committed to the Lakes region and a great believer in education. This memorial scholarship is awarded each year to a graduate senior in each of the high schools where Meredith Village Savings Bank branch office resides. This year's recipient from Laconia is Katie Allen. Established in the memory of the longtime community leader, city councilor, and mayor, this scholarship is awarded to honor his spirit of service and leadership. The winner of the Armin A. Bolduc Scholarship is Dylan Dickey. It is always my pleasure to award the Jesse Muzzy Memorial Scholarship. Jesse was a good friend who died tragically in a car accident our freshman year in high school. Among his many great qualities, Jesse was kind, he was motivated, and he was a really hard worker. He was the first in our class to purchase a car so he could get himself to work. He lived way out in the depths of Gilmington. He was also a complete goofball and always made me laugh. His mother, Pam, gifts me the honor of awarding his scholarship to a deserving senior with similar qualities. It so happens the other day that I was walking back from the field and I emerged with the senior that we were considering for the scholarship. And I asked him to give me 3 adjectives that best described him. He struggled a little bit, and then he said, well, I think I'm motivated, and I'm a hard worker, but he couldn't come up with a third. He's very humble. I suggested kind because I know he's just a good kid all around, and he agreed. This year's recipient of the Jesse Muzzy Memorial Scholarship is Caleb Daniel. Congratulations. As a side note, an additional congratulations on being recruited to play football at the University of New England in the fall. Yes, I'd like to welcome Benjamin Bunker up to the podium.
If it's all right with everybody, I'm going to go a little bit out of order here and do Mr. Farmer first. First off, congratulations to the class of 2021. I'm sure when you were growing up that this probably isn't the senior year that you envisioned, but I can almost assure you that your best years lay directly in front of you. Now, while that's likely true, you've probably formed some pretty special friendships here at Laconia High School that are going to last far into the future, and I'd implore you to nurture those friendships as you spread out across the country for college, as you search for employment, and eventually start families. In my time here, I was fortunate enough to form a bond with 3 other guys that has thus far has lasted us 22 years post-graduation. Behind me is my best friend, Bill Crane, and unfortunately unable to make it this evening's Jeremy Salome, as he now resides in Denver, Colorado. The last member of this group is Chief Warrant Officer Jonathan Farmer, who now rests at Arlington National Cemetery. Keeping up with the boys certainly had its challenges in the early going. Believe it or not, when we set off for college, not one of us had a cell phone. But luckily in the mid-2000s, as John was headed off to Special Forces Q course and then on to selection, we were blessed with the advent of the group text, which would become our forum for life updates and the occasional crass joke. In the years that passed, Billy J and I would routinely touch base during normal waking hours, and every once in a while, when he could, from far-flung places, and always in the middle of the night, John would catch up. He would give us vague updates as to what he was up to, and most importantly, let us know that he was in fact still alive. On the 16th of January in 2019, that changed. We knew that John was in Syria, and when news hit the wires that morning of the bombing in Manbij, the usual "all good, Johnny" text went out that had gone out so many other times over the years. Unfortunately, this time, the text was never returned. John was killed alongside 3 other Americans: Senior Chief Petty Officer Shannon Kent, Scotty Wirtz, a former Navy SEAL who was working as a civilian for the Defense Intelligence Agency, and their translator, Gadir Tahar. Instead of reading you John's list of medals and awards that he received as a Green Beret, I want to take a moment to tell you about him as a man. His family always came first. He adored all 4 of his children and deeply loved his wife, Tabitha, whom I'm happy to say helped us pick this year's scholarship recipient. When he was stateside, home is where John wanted to be. He believed in and loved God. He would always go out of his way to shake the hand of a veteran and to say thank you. He loved all aspects of culture, books, movies, music, and even poetry. He enjoyed nothing more than to sit and discuss them all. He was a phenomenal athlete. At 6'5", John dominated the diamond and the court. We'd like to thank Laconia Little League for also recognizing John with a scholarship this year. Being recognized multiple times certainly speaks to the quality of person and sportsman that John was. He was a born protector. There was no picking on someone when John was in the room. He simply wouldn't have it. It should come as no surprise that years later, John would choose to join the Green Berets, whose motto was De Oppresso Liber, which means to free the oppressed. Lastly, John was a tremendous friend not only to myself, Billy, and Jeremy, but to all of his teammates, his partner forces abroad, and to those in need of help. In that spirit, the last line of the inscription on John's tombstone is "Friends to all." They say that as long as you continue to say their name, they're never really gone. And so we say his name here tonight. It is our honor, and it gives us great pleasure to award the Chief Warrant Officer John Farmer Memorial Scholarship to Anthony Fleury.
You okay? Okay, Ben?
Yep, yep. Sorry. Anthony up here. Sorry, brother. Congratulations. Yeah, good. Good. Next up is Casey. This week will mark 19 years since Casey passed away in a car accident shortly after returning home from her freshman year at Syracuse. I don't know how many years we've been doing this scholarship, but I can tell you that there's no better way to honor her memory. Thanks.
While she didn't go to school here, she certainly had a lot of friends at LHS. Given that we were all so close and that she and my brother were in the same grade, there were lots of us intermingling with each other's friends. So it makes sense to remember her here as well as back in her hometown of West Springfield. Casey lived every day to the fullest. She loved to travel. I can't think of anything that she wasn't willing to try at the drop of a hat. While she was without question brilliant, there were certainly times that my brother and I thought she was a little crazy when we were kids. That just boiled down to the fact that she had more guts than the two of us combined. In high school, Casey not only excelled in the classroom, but also in the athletic field where her leadership skills were able to shine through. While looking for a student who appeared to share a great many of the same attributes as Casey had, one student stood out. Would you please join me in congratulating this year's recipient of the Casey Burdett Memorial Scholarship, Jillian Goyette.
Jillian? All right. I might have scared her away.
The next part of our evening will be the LRSF presentation by Jim Chase and Amanda Dudek.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, faculty and family, friends, and everyone for the class of 2021. We are very thrilled to be here this evening. My name is Jim Chase. I'm a former longtime staff member of Laconia. I actually don't go away. I'm still around a lot. And I'm currently a member of the Board of Directors of the Lakes Region Scholarship Foundation. The LRSF is a locally based clearinghouse for hundreds of scholarships provided by local donors. This year we celebrate our 65th year serving the students of the Lakes region, which means that we have been awarding scholarships to young people from this high school for over 6 decades. It all started back in 1956 with 8 donors awarding a total of $2,650 to 16 students. This June, we'll be awarding $550,000 to 291 local students, from entering college freshmen through seniors. Approximately half the awards this year will be going to graduating high school seniors. For Laconia High School, we have 33 graduating seniors receiving scholarship awards this year, with a total of $94,075. Laconia High School is unique among all the schools that we serve, as they are the only school with a significant number of alumni donor funds. We even have an endowment fund that was established by the LHS class of 1910 at their 50th reunion in 1960. Laconia alumni truly understand the philosophy of paying it forward. Our awards total over our 65-year history comes to over $7.8 million, given to more than 5,700 students, thanks to the generosity of 600 donors, not including the thousands who have contributed to specific memorial funds or special fundraisers. We hope all of you had a chance to look over the donor brochure, and hold it up, you have it with you, yes, and which were handed out as you came into the auditorium. In them, you'll find the names of this year's donors. We are so grateful to all our donors who deserve the credit for this proud record of supporting college-bound students, and we congratulate this year's fortunate recipients. Now I will announce the list of students and the scholarships awarded. And Amanda has them right over there. We'll start off with Brendan Allen, Kiwanis Club of Laconia, Lorraine and Silvio Labby Memorial, Elida Millam Lakes Region Rotary Club, and the Stone Family Award. Congratulations. Next up, Catherine Allen, the R. Everett Gwendolyn and I. Cochran Memorial, Kiwanis Club of Laconia, Laconia Rotary Club, Lakeport Women's Club, Elida Millam Lakes Region Rotary Club, and the Stone Family Award. Ashlyn Brown, Guilford Police Relief Association, Officer Canaan, Flynn Memorial, Cal Canaan Flynn Memorial, Laconia Police Relief Association, Lakes Region Girls Softball, Layla Lancaster Trust, and the David J. Murray Memorial. Andre Bright, the James R. Cooper Quality Assurance Memorial, Alcide O'Connor Family Fund, Laconia High School Class of 1965, and the Catherine Reardon Math Award. Megan Cathcart, the Belknap Mill Quilters Guild Award, R. Everett and Gwendolyn I. Cochran Memorial, Lillian A. Krasnow Memorial Fund, and Laconia High Class of 1948. Sasha Shaplik, R. Gwendolyn I. Cochran Memorial, Guilford Academy Trust, and the Norman C. and Mary M. Vandernoot Award. Jamie Collins, the Margaret Pegg E. Grothy and Muriel S. Kendrick Memorial, Ann Jewett Steele Memorial. Benjamin Cohn, the Glenn Gary DePine Memorial, Elizabeth Gagne Award, Byron Joe Haddock Memorial, Society of St. Vincent de Paul Laconia Conference, and the Stone Family Fund. Colin Cornell, Erwin S. and Mildred Smith Memorial, the Wayne E. Spears Memorial. Justin Cox, Gregory G. Breyer II Memorial, Combat Warriors Original Chapter MC Gerard R. Lucier Jr. Snake Scholarship, and Burton and Dorothy Kellogg Trust. Caleb Dano, Bank of New Hampshire, also known as Laconia Savings Bank Award, Jonathan Farmer Memorial Scholarship, already presented, Robert King Memorial, and Jesse J. Muzzy Memorial. Nyla Dame, the James P. Rogers Fund, Saltmarsh Memorial Trust. Logan D. Lawton P. Lonnie Bourne Memorial, Ryan J. Charlin Memorial, Robert King Memorial, and label in memory of Craig B. Shumway. Dylan Dickey, Armin A. Baldock Memorial, Jeffrey J. Houle Memorial, Arthur W. Bobo Johnson Jr. Memorial, label in memory of Craig B. Shumway, and James G. and Evangeline C. Nukas Memorial. Aiden Eldridge, Jim Fortier Kiwanis Award, Kiwanis Club of Laconia, Laconia High School Key Club John Davy Memorial, Lakes Region Board of Realtors, Layla Lancaster Trust, and the William J. Volkman Sr. Memorial. Anya Fallon, Rita B. Breton Memorial, Glenn Gary DePine Memorial, Laconia High School Class of 1960, Stone Family Award. Anthony Fleury, Bissonette Family Memorial, CW2 Jonathan R. Farmer Memorial, Layla Lancaster Trust, John Ryder and Nancy Svinland Memorial. That's all so far. Okay. Okay, congratulations to the winners. You deserve it.
That's a wrap on session 1 of our little tripartite awards night. Think of it this way. In a normal year, you'd be sitting here for 2.5 hours without a break at all. So take about 10 minutes, and those of you coming back for session 2, please return in about 10, and everyone else, thank you very much for coming. Okay. That's what I was looking for. Who is it? Who's the winner? I have it right here, I think. No, I don't think so. Good evening, everyone. We're going with our extensive planning for 3 sessions of awards night this year because of obvious COVID protocols. We're occasionally kids will get mixed up about which session they're supposed to be in, or presenters may as well also get mixed up. But welcome to the session number 2, and I will turn it over to Matthew DeSati. I don't see him in the house, however. What I would like to do is just continue, and if Matt shows up, otherwise I will give the presentation, having known Bob pretty well myself. Okay. So without further ado, let me introduce the ACTL, the Academic Coordinator for Teaching and Learning, Angel Burke.
Are you handing my Hi, everybody. Ready? All right. The first award that we have is from the American Legion. The American Legion is the oldest veteran support organization in the United States, and they are awarding their 2021 scholarship to Jackson Knowlton. On behalf of Pleasant Street School, we would like to honor a graduating senior from Laconia High School. The criteria for this award is as follows. The student must have attended Pleasant Street School, is pursuing a degree in education, and the student must represent our core values, pride, safety, and self. The award was voted on by the faculty and staff at Pleasant Street School, and the 2021 Pleasant Street School Scholarship recipient is Logan Peranto. Two scholarship recipients, one male and one female, are selected by the alumni for the Laconia High School Alumni Scholarship Award after a poll of the faculty and staff. The winners must meet the following criteria. They represent LHS and the community with the utmost respect. The student bleeds Sachem Red and supports all students at LHS. They exemplify the positive attributes that foster current and future excellence at Laconia High School. The two alumni scholarship winners for 2021 are DeMarco McKissick and Shaylee Gunning Lavoy. And next up is Jim Chase.
Good evening, graduates, faculty, family, friends of LHS Class of 2021. We are very happy to be here this evening to present these awards. My name is Jim Chase, former staff member here at Laconia High School and currently a member of the Board of Directors of the Lakes Region Scholarship Foundation. The LRSF is locally based clearinghouse for hundreds of scholarships provided by local donors. This year we celebrate our 65th year serving the students of the Lakes Region, which means that we have been awarding scholarships to young people from this high school for over 6 decades. It all started back in 1956 with 8 donors awarding a total of $2,650 to 16 students. This June, we will be awarding over $550,000 to 291 local students, from entering college freshmen through seniors. Approximately half the awards this year will be going to graduating high school seniors. For Laconia High School, we have 33 graduating seniors receiving scholarship awards this year, with a total of $94,075. Laconia High School is unique among all the schools we serve, as they are the only school with a significant number of alumni donor funds. We even have an endowment fund that was established by the LHS class of 1910 at their 50th reunion in 1960. Laconia alumni truly understand the philosophy of paying it forward. Our awards total over our 65-year history comes to over $7.8 million given to more than 5,700 students, thanks to the generosity of over 600 donors, not including the thousands who have contributed to specific memorial funds or special fundraisers. We hope all of you had a chance to look over the donor brochure that you have picked up on the way in, and which you handed out as you came in the auditorium. In them, you will find the names of this year's donors. We are so grateful to all our students who deserve the credit for this proud record of supporting college-bound students, and we congratulate this year's fortunate recipients. Now I will announce the list of students for this year's scholarship awards. And Amanda will give them to you right there. First off, Jillian Gagnon, the Martha Alexa Forsberg Memorial, and the Label in Memory of Craig B. Shumway Award. Jillian Goyette, the K.C.H. Burdette Memorial, the Layla Lancaster Trust, and the Purley Family Memorial. Shayla Gunning Lavoy, Laconia High School alumni, the Purley Family Award in memory of Suzanne J. Purley, and the Catherine Reardon Math Award. Devin Howe, the Ryan J. Sharlin Memorial, the Lillian A. Krasner Memorial Fund, and the Stephen W. Moore Memorial. Elijah Howland, the Helen M. Hill Award, Laconia Guilford Lions Club, and the James P. Rogers Fund. Jackson Knowlton, the Christopher Daigle Memorial, Laconia Lodge of Elks 876, and the Penny Patu and Milo Pike Fund. Emma J. Leduc, Elizabeth Gagne Award, Don Kimptis Community Award. Alyssa Malone, the Lawrence J. Smith and the Nancy Smith Award. Alexa McRae, the Lawton P. Lonnie Bourne Memorial, Stone Family Award, Harold T. Pappy Whittam Memorial, and the Winshablow Award. DeMarco McKissick, Robert King Memorial, Laconia High School alumni, label in memory of Craig B. Shumway. Celia Michaelevich, Robert E. Ash Award, Bob DeSardi Memorial Scholarship, Robert C. Hussey Memorial, Laconia High School Class of 1959, and the Layla Lancaster Trust. Logan Peranto, Joyce and Sock Babotis Memorial, Bob DeSardi Memorial Scholarship, Joseph Ted Hamlin Memorial, Pleasant Street School Pride Award. Sidney Ross, Roland Corvo Track Memorial, Elizabeth Gagne Award, Bryson Joe Haddock Memorial, Laconia Lodge of Elks 876, John F. Mullen Memorial, Raynal Award, Stover Family Memorial. Sierra Shaw, Jay Bart and Teresa Connors Scholarship by the Lakes Region Petroleum Board of Trade, Lakes Region Builders and Remodelers Association, Arthur H. Roach II, Society of St. Vincent de Paul, Laconia Conference. Lydia Tucker, Jim Fortier Kiwanis Award, Don Kimptis Community Award, Kiwanis Club of Laconia, and the James G. and Evangeline C. Nukas Memorial. And Ryan Witten, the Raynal Award, Catherine Reardon Math Award, the William J. Volkman Senior Memorial Award. Congratulations to all seniors. You deserve these great awards.
It's my pleasure to make people retrace their steps a little bit. And I think it would be remiss to not talk about Bob Dosati a little bit. I can't imagine there's anybody in the room who doesn't know the influence and the impact that he had on Laconia's youth, whether helping them secure their first loans after high school or college, whether coaching them, whether helping them out in whatever way he could. He was a man who, in many ways, was larger than life. And as Ben Bunker said earlier, as long as we say his name, he will live with us. So say Bob Dosati's name every once in a while. In his honor, I'd like to present Logan Peranto and Celia Michaelevich with his scholarship. And that is it for session 2. Return in a few moments. There are cookies and water out in the corridor, in the Hall of Fame corridor. And we'll be starting back up again in about 5 minutes or so. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Session 3 is about to commence of our senior awards night. It's my pleasure to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2021. Ryan Witten is the number 2 scholar in the class of 2021. He's distinguished himself in many ways in the humanities and the sciences, on the ball field, and as a vital member of the class of 2021. And I invite you to applaud as he makes his way to the podium.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's 2021 Awards Night. To say that this year has been hectic is an understatement. Although it might be overused to talk about how COVID has changed our lives, it was still the primary topic of our school year. Through all of this, I know that many of you have had a very tough year. Even with that, you have still pushed through. Maybe you didn't reach your big goal for your senior year. Nevertheless, you should be proud of yourself. Proud that you are sitting here today, graduating in a week, moving on to the next chapter of your life. A quote by Maya Angelou I think perfectly fits this time in our lives. You will face many defeats in life, but never let yourself be defeated. No matter what you face in the future, you should always make sure to realize that you have made it far enough to graduate high school. Even with the online school, having our sports seasons cut short, never knowing when you might get sick or be put into quarantine. Just remember that nothing is impossible, as long as you want to work hard enough for it, and that you have a great community to help you get through anything. The only thing you should never do is give up. To give up on your dreams, maybe even give up on yourself entirely, is never worth it. To continue chasing your dreams is what you should always strive for, as nothing is achieved from giving up. Even if you aren't the smartest person on the planet, come from the richest background, have amazing athleticism, or any other trait that makes people so successful, just know that you are the only person you need to succeed in life. And success is not justified by what other people think of your life, but what you think about your own life. Even if it wasn't that perfect life, make sure that you always have something to be proud of. It can be anything, running a marathon, to buying your dream car, or maybe even adopting a child, getting a pet. Take, for example, Martin Luther King Jr., a man who dedicated his life to fighting segregation and pushing the equal rights movement to lengths previously unseen. He never gave up on his goals, and I want you to do the same. Even though your goal might not be to completely change the United States, to work as hard as MLK did, or any other inspirational figure for you, such as your parents, is something you should try to have in the back of your mind. Always remember that this is just one chapter of your life. No book with chapters is finished on chapter 1. There are multiple chapters, developing the book into one whole story. Even if one chapter is hard and difficult to get through, just remember the next chapter can always change for the better. Congratulations to everyone in the class of 2021 that is graduating this year. And remember to always push yourself to be the best person that you can be.
It's my pleasure to introduce a former student of mine. I thought she graduated much later than she did, but maybe that's just because I want to be younger. Monique Peasley-Foote is a proud graduate of the class of '96. Boy, do I date myself. And she is going to present the Joy Award for the Arts. So please welcome her.
Well, good evening. I want to thank the teachers and administrators, especially Principal Bennett, Assistant Principal Bartlett, Mr. Crockford, and Ms. Hood, and Mrs. Bickford for having me here tonight. My name is Monique Foote, and I'm a graduate of the Laconia High School class of 1996. Go ahead, do the math. Figure it out. It's fine. I want to start by saying, wow. I mean, just go ahead, look at you. Look at yourselves, teachers, administrators, graduates. You've spent a year and a half in the throes of a major global pandemic. You've continued to teach and to learn and to grow, and now you seniors are preparing to graduate, having experienced challenges that none of us could have ever imagined. So, bravo to each of you. I first stood on this stage right here 33 years ago as a 5th grader in a community theater production of P.T. Barnum. And I'd return to this stage each year through middle school, where my friends and I worked to create a drama club that had fallen away due to lack of interest and lack of support. Once my freshman year began, we spent every extra second that we could on this stage and in these wings, well, not that one because there isn't one, and in those chairs. No, not those chairs, those are too nice, that's not what we had, they were different. We were members of the LHS Drama Club, and it was our everything. In 1994, an incredible woman took over the drama club here at Laconia High School, and she's the reason why I'm here tonight. In fact, in a lot of ways, she's an important part of who I am today. Her name is Joy Armstrong, and she passed away earlier this year. Joy helped guide me toward my undergrad, where I obtained my BA in theater with a focus on performance. And after I moved to New York, I earned my master's degree in arts education from New York University. And now, in addition to my awesome day job, I'm a professional actor living on the seacoast of New Hampshire with my husband, a fellow LHS alum, and my 7-year-old boy. Joy was a master of making the impossible possible. She created a robust drama club whose foundation was inclusivity, and that was before we even started using that word. Each production built upon the last, and by the end of her first year, people were clamoring not just to be on stage, but to be part of the crew, to help with hair and makeup, to assist opening night with ticket sales. Parents who had never volunteered before were chaperoning at regional and state drama competitions. You know why? Because it was fun. It was hard work, it was very hard work, but Joy made sure that it was also fun and rewarding and that everyone was represented and respected. So there's no better example of Joy's tenacity and spirit than her decision to mount a show called Good News as a spring musical. Good News is a musical about college football in the 1920s. It was just as hard to sell in the 1990s as it would be today, but Joy had a vision, and she knew it could work, and it did. It was extremely successful. But the real magic of Joy was that she not only pulled off this massive musical, she had convinced members of the LHS football team to come on stage in uniform and lead the show-stopping kickline number. It's true. And did I mention that there was also a live goat in this show? So my husband and I, alongside with some of our lifelong friends, we believed in Joy, but even we would have been hesitant about launching a show from 1927 with a kick line of Sachem football players, a live goat, and 24 songs. But she did it. She always proved that she could do it, and often with little to no budget, and she didn't do it alone, but she led with such confidence, such kindness, such infectious enthusiasm that she inspired a whole community to come on a theatrical journey with her, many, many theatrical journeys with her. Tonight I'm here to give the first ever Joy Award. Is he here? Oh, good. This award will be given annually, and it will commemorate an incredible teacher, Joy Armstrong. She had a way of encouraging all those in her orbit to get involved and to work hard and enjoy the journey. So listen, I want each of you to do that too, to continue to work hard and enjoy your journey, because the skills that you've learned here at Laconia High School, they're gonna serve you well. So you stay in touch with your friends who you see beside you tonight, and the teachers and the administrators whom you admire. Thank them and honor them by giving all that you have to the beautiful world that awaits you. In the middle of the plaque that I have here, I've added the quote, "You're going places." She would say that to us after giving us notes, and we loved it. And you know what, you guys? You're going places too. You're going great places. So tonight's Joy Award is presented to a student who shares Joy's attributes. He has a love for theater and has displayed respect and dedication throughout his tenure here at LHS. The first annual Joy Award is presented to Joey Bishop. Come on, Joey. Come on. We're going to do a little selfie now. Yep. Did I say Bishop? Joey Bishop's the singer guy. Joey Bailey. Get up there. Congratulations. I screwed up your name on the award. What a loser. All right, here we go. Ready? Yeah. You got to hold it. All right. Congratulations. Thank you.
Good evening. I will be presenting the John F. Mullen Memorial Scholarship. The John F. Mullen Award was established in memory of John F. J. Mullen. John was a copy editor for the Washington Post, who also wrote a weekly column about his experiences on the water or in the mountains. He grew up in Massachusetts, but as a boy, his family usually went north when it was time to get away, and then in 1981, when Jay was a freshman in high school, his parents bought a second home in Gunstock Acres. It was here that for several years, Jay spent much of his free time swimming in Lake Winnipesaukee, stocking the rivers for crawfish and occasionally trout, throwing the football, playing basketball, stacking wood beside the house, and skiing Gunstock. Even as an adult, John returned to the Lakes region to get away from the busy life in Washington, D.C. John was also an avid reader, choosing a wide variety of genres from the classics of literature as well as modern classics, biographies of the writers who wrote them, books of poetry, books about the Civil War, about French films, about adventure and travel, about music, and much more. In the last several years of his life, while he wouldn't put the books away completely, he turned his intense focus to being more active. When he wasn't jumping on a surfboard, swimming, mountain biking, snowshoeing up a mountain trail, or flying down one on his new skis, he was often training in the gym. He even worked out to qualify for a spot on the whitewater Olympic slalom team and made it. He was like Thoreau with muscles, one of his colleagues at the Post wrote. With his passing, the family set up a scholarship which involved an essay competition to honor this remarkable man of words. This year's LHS recipient of the John F. Mullen Memorial Scholarship is Sydney Ross.
The Faculty Award is an honor voted on by the LHS faculty and given to a member of the senior class who has demonstrated high academic standards, character, and service. This year's award goes to Courtney Turpin. Our next scholarship is given in honor of my younger brother, Nathan Babcock, who passed away from a battle with cancer in 2005 at the age of 18. Nathan was the picture of joy. He brought light and happiness to all those around him. He loved playing sports, he loved being with his friends, and he even got some schoolwork done in between his track meets, basketball games, and going on adventures with his friends. What is most important to know about Nathan is that he did not act kind. He did not seek to do acts of kindness. He just was kind. Through and through, he showed kindness in all aspects of his being. I miss him every day, but I am so proud to be presenting this award in his honor tonight to 3 Laconia High School students who I personally have had the pleasure to get to know, and I'm so grateful for that. And they remind me so much of him. These three students do also not act kind. They are kind. They demonstrate that here at the high school and all throughout our community. It is my pleasure to present the Nathan J. Babcock Scholarship Awards to Shaylia Gunning-Lavoie, Aiden Eldridge, and Lydia Tucker.
Up next, we have Lisa Hines and Ivy Levitt Carlson for the STEM Awards.
The science department values the following skills: being detail-oriented, being able to test a problem with a sound procedure, being reflective, troubleshooting, and a willingness to question and explore. This year's recipients of a Senior Most Improved Award and the Excellence in Physical Science and Life Science Awards represent students who are carefully cultivating these skills as they progress through the science curriculum. Our award winners include students who have gone above and beyond the requisite number of science classes. They've challenged themselves with all that we have to offer, and they've demonstrated personal growth, curiosity, and collaboration. The Senior Most Improved in Science Award goes to a student who excelled this year in both her remote and in-person science classes. Please join me in congratulating Taqwa Abdallah. Our two awardees for the physical sciences took classes and excelled in chemistry and physics and completed additional electives, one in earth space science and the other in physics too. Please join me in congratulating Lydia Tucker and Ryan Witten. Our two awardees for the life sciences took classes and excelled in biology, biomedical technology, and environmental science, totaling 4 credits each. Please join me in congratulating Jillian Goyette and Celia Michaelovich. So, next up is Lisa Hines.
The Grace A. Farnham Memorial Award was established in memory of Grace Farnham, a math teacher at Laconia High School from 1921 to 1958. By devotion to high standards for learning, integrity, and service, Ms. Farnham not only helped her students better understand math, but also encouraged them to accept their responsibility as good citizens. This award is presented to a graduating senior who has maintained an outstanding record in mathematics and whose character marks them as a good citizen of both Laconia High School and the community at large. This student is no stranger to bringing positive energy to all that she meets and an understanding of how to make the world a better place, and she'll continue to do so as an international relations student at Dartmouth College. The recipient of the Grace A. Farnham Memorial Award is Lydia Tucker. The Vanis A. DeMark Scholarship is awarded annually to a member of the graduating class who has shown distinction in mathematics. The award is a scholarship for a Laconia High School senior who demonstrates, in the opinion of the math department, exceptional proficiency in math. This particular student has participated in advanced math for all 4 years at Laconia High School and will be continuing in the field of industrial engineering at Worcester Polytechnic Institute. This year's recipient of the Vanis DeMark Scholarship is Aiden Eldridge. This year's most improved senior in math exhibited much growth as a math student this year. Despite the difficulties of bouncing between in-person learning, remote learning, and hybrid learning, this student showed up to each class ready to learn. He was a crucial member of his class, interacting well with his peers and his teacher. The recipient of the most improved math student is Trevor Bastian. And I have two phys ed and wellness awards tonight. On behalf of the Wellness Department, it's a pleasure to be here to present the Physical Education Award. This award is given to a senior student who excelled in physical education and/or weight training by continually displaying good sportsmanship, respecting their teammates and opponents, and by demonstrating a hard work ethic and an appreciation of personal fitness. This year's recipient always participated at the highest level, no matter what the exercise or the activity. The recipients of the Senior Physical Education Award are Shaylia Gunning-Lavoie and Dylan Dickey. The Health Award is given to a senior who has demonstrated active engagement and appreciation for all areas of health. The recipient has demonstrated a commitment to their physical, social, and emotional mental health throughout their time at LHS. This student is a multi-sport athlete and has clearly demonstrated the value of exercise for a healthy lifestyle. This student participated in multiple wellness courses, routinely showing a great work ethic, and has strived academically to submit his best work, always putting him in the top quarter of his class. When needing guidance on assignments, this student always advocated for himself. In group settings, he always showed respect and care for his peers, listening to ideas and collaborating. Despite the adversity of this year, he met the challenges and demands of being a senior and preparing to graduate, and is now off to pursue a career in education with a potential concentration in athletics. For those reasons, this year's Senior Health Award goes to Logan D. And next with the Humanity Awards, Mr. Eliason and Mr. Crockford.
It's my pleasure, especially after 4 years of Latin, to present the Modern Language Awards. It's all Greek to me. The Spanish Award recognizes outstanding work in the understanding of the Spanish language and cultures. This year's winner has taken Spanish 1, 2, 3, and 4. I believe that's uno, dos, tres, and cuatro, and completed Spanish 5 as an independent study course in the fall. This person has excelled at the finer points of communicating in Spanish and has developed a true interest and understanding of the diversity and complexity of Hispanic culture throughout the world. Congratulations to Lydia Tucker. And in the humanities as well, the Art Awards. The Voulumier Art Award is traditionally given to a student who is planning on continuing their work in the arts, whether digital or visual. And this award is a medal and a plaque that hangs in perpetuity. And the winner this year, please congratulate Megan Cathcart. The LHS Art Award, of which there are 2 this year, goes to a distinguished pair of students who have excelled in all the art courses that they have taken. And I'm going to butcher the first name, and she'll understand completely, I hope, because otherwise I'm in deep trouble. And that is Senka Sevjarto. How'd I do? And Eclipse Warren. I think Mr. Bartlett will probably do better on Friday. And the digital arts, vastly popular here at Laconia High School. Ms. Trimble and Ms. Price do a marvelous job. And there are 2 winners of the Senior Digital Arts Awards this year. Please congratulate Phoenix Norwood and Megan Cathcart. No Phoenix. Congratulations again. It is my pleasure to introduce my friend, Mr. Eliason, with the Music Awards.
Good evening, everyone. I'm here on behalf of Corinne Montrose, aka Monty. The first award I have is actually goes to 2 students. The recipient of this award is a person who is considered to be the glue to the band. The LHS Band Award goes to a student who courageously led the band through marching season, and his leadership skills carried on the rest of the year. This young man not only got into the All-State for 3 years out of his high school career, he was the highest scoring French horn player in New Hampshire. I am pleased to give the LHS Band Award to Anthony Fleury. The recipient of this award is a positive role model for the band. This young man has served as a drum major for his junior and senior year in band. You will always find the student finding ways to better himself as a musician. This year, he took on the challenge of auditioning for a classical all-state for voice. This student took the challenge head on and got into all-state for voice this year, even though he is our amazing saxophone player. It is my pleasure to present this award to Joey Bailey. Next is the LHS Chorus Award. The recipient of this award has been a member of our mixed chorus and concert choir all through her high school career. She has been an outstanding leader in chorus through her 4 years. Her voice is like an angel and is capable of bringing tears to your eyes when she sings. It is my pleasure to present this award to Cassidy Kopp. Oh, you're doing fine. For Most Improved, the recipient of this award has been a member of our mixed chorus and concert choir all through his high school career. This student has been a positive role model for all underclassmen and is always willing to lend a helping hand. Over the years, I've watched this young man come out of his shell and become more and more comfortable with his own voice. He has brought joy to the classroom over the last 4 years. It is my pleasure to present this award to Copeland LaRue. Crockford with the Social Studies Award.
Thank you, Mr. Eliason. The Social Studies Award was particularly difficult to pick a winner for this year. It really, jealously as department chair, co-chair, I want somebody with a passion for the field. I want somebody who stays up all night and reads arcane history books. Those people don't really exist anymore, but this guy really enjoys the long view of history, and I would love for you to congratulate Aiden Eldridge. Equally difficult sometimes to pick is the Humanities Award. The Humanities Award is a child of when we team taught English and social studies classes in a humanities marriage. And we retain it because I think it's very important in our day and age that the humanities stay alive, that people appreciate in our digital world that which makes us human. And I have no doubt, and have never had much doubt since she was a little girl, that this person embodies that care and concern for the world. I won't say any more about Lydia Tucker, but give her a round of applause. It is my pleasure to present the Grothy Kendrick Scholarship Award. Through a generous bequest from her estate, Miss Margaret Peg Grothy left a tremendous legacy to future generations of Lakes Region students. It was also her wish to commemorate Muriel Kendrick, a dear friend who was like a member of her family for nearly 30 years. Therefore, this fund is known as the Margaret E. Grothy and Muriel S. Kendrick Scholarship Fund. Both Miss Grothy and Miss Kendrick taught for many years at Laconia High School and were very active in the interests of education throughout state and national organizations. They also were both loyal Red Sox and Celtics fans. In the classroom, they were known for their high standards and encouraged their students to strive to do their best. Miss Kendrick was a true scholar who had the ability to arouse in many of her students a desire to write, not only creatively, but correctly. Miss Grothy, a 1926 graduate of Laconia High School, taught social studies, retiring in 1973. She is remembered as a prim and proper lady of determination, with a delightful elfin sense of humor, a dedicated teacher, involved in many educational and community organizations. Many years ago, Ms. Grothy had also been active with the Lakes Region Scholarship Foundation as a donor representative for the Laconia Women's Club, but her generous gift was a wonderful surprise to us. Although Ms. Grothy never had children of her own, her dedication to her profession and the education of her students will be perpetuated for generations to come in this community. The Grothy Kendrick Scholarship Award is presented to a graduating senior who has excelled in English or social studies and intends to pursue studies in the same general area in college. This year, that person will continue that pursuit of the humanities at St. Michael's College. Please congratulate Jamie Collins. Congratulations. And let me turn it back over to Mr. Eliason.
Thank you. The next awards I have are from the English department. The first award I will present is the Eleanor Parker Literary Award. For 25 years, Eleanor Parker motivated and inspired Laconia High School students to achieve at their highest level. She did not let strict conventional ideals prevent new thinking. Since 1980, the Eleanor Parker Award has been dedicated to the student exhibiting a keen interest in literature and the craft of writing, while exhibiting a passion for life that permeates his or her experience and influences others to lead deliberate lives of compassion and integrity. This student demonstrates the ability to rationalize without prejudgment, actively pursue the more challenging path, and offer new perspectives on debated issues. This year, in order to continue the tradition of excellence so admired in Eleanor Parker, the award goes to Joe Bailey. The David O. Ray English Award goes to a student who, above all, shows an intrinsic motivation to learn. This student's ability to insightfully approach literature, writing, critical thinking, and scholarship is unmatched. This student has been an important presence in my English courses for 4 years. It'll be a little strange not to have her on a roster for an English class next semester. Your contribution to my classes will be sorely missed, but I suppose it's time to take some new literature and writing courses at Dartmouth. I'm so excited to see what you can achieve in your next steps. On behalf of the English department, it's my pleasure to give the Senior English Award to Lydia Tucker. I'd like to invite Assistant Principal David Bartlett for the next awards.
It's your stuff and my crap.
Don Kimptis retired from the Laconia Police Department nearly a decade ago. For Donnie, law enforcement was an opportunity to serve people and make the community a better place, one good deed at a time. Donnie treated everyone with kindness and respect. He was a model of professionalism, courtesy, always giving of himself to our community, both while on the job and in his free time. Please put your hands together for Emma LaDuke and Lydia Tucker. The Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizen Award is given annually by Laconia's Mary Butler chapter to recognize student leadership, character, and commitment to school. Candidates for this award are nominated by Laconia High School faculty, and the recipient is determined by a vote of the graduating class. This year's winner is Aiden Eldridge. The Lakes Region Food Pantry Scholarship. The winner of this scholarship has put in many hours of community service for several worthy organizations. Please join me in congratulating Jillian Gagnon. At this time, Mr. Bennett, please come to the stage.
Thank you. Good evening. The Charles H. and Mabel M. Perkins Scholarship. Mr. Charles H. Perkins was a former mayor of Laconia and owner of the Crane Manufacturing Company. Upon his death, a sum of money was set aside from his estate to establish a scholarship in his and his wife's memory. Each year, a graduating young man and young woman who are going on to post-secondary education will be eligible for this award. The principal of Laconia High School nominates 2 young men and 2 young women for this honor, and the superintendent and school board select the recipient. This year's scholarship winners are awarded to Lydia Tucker and Ryan Witten. The Ann Jewett Steele Merit Award, given in happy memory of Ann Jewett Steele, whose untimely death caused her family and friends to realize an uncommon loss. Ann sought to understand rather than to be understood. She loved by loving, yet judged by not judging. A student of life, Ann built her own standards by marching in a strong, unobtrusive way to the beat of a drum, the sound of which most others never heard. The 2021 Ann Jewett Steele Merit Award goes to Jamie Collins. The Beatrice H. Priest Scholarship. The Beatrice H. Priest Scholarship is awarded to a Laconia senior who has successfully completed his or her high school program and plans on continuing his or her education at a post-secondary institution. This scholarship is renewable each year if the student remains in good academic standing. This year, I'm proud to announce that there are 2 scholarships available. The 2021 Beatrice H. Priest Scholarships are awarded to 3 deserving students. So we said there's 2, but there's 3. That's good, right? Who wrote this? No. Please congratulate Keegan Moore, Amethyst Phelps, and Colin Cornell. The Nomandin, Cheney, and O'Neill Citizenship and Service to the Community Book Prize is given to that student of the senior class planning to attend a post-secondary program of study who has shown a commitment to the academic excellence, compassion, and citizenship through their dedicated service to the community. This year, we are proud to present this award to Lydia Tucker. The Principals Award. The Laconia High School Principals Award is given annually to a member of the graduating class who has demonstrated personal growth and character over their 4 years in high school. This year, there are 2 deserving recipients. It is with great pleasure that I award the 2021 Principal Awards to Sierra Shaw and Cameron Haynes. Finally, we'd like to close this celebration of academic achievement and intellectual excellence. I'd like Aiden Eldridge, the class essayist, Ryan Witten, the salutatorian, and Lydia Tucker, the class valedictorian, to join me on stage. In presenting them with their respective medals, we honor their past dedication, hard work, and success, looking forward to the difference that they each can make in the future. They are the best that LHS has to offer to our community and to the world. This brings to a close our 3rd session and our award ceremony. Again, we'd like to thank and congratulate all of the recipients for their hard work and dedication, truly deserving. And it was great to hear the wonderful things about each of you. To the parents, thank you for your dedication and hard work. That started a long time ago. This night isn't possible without your support and love of your student. And once again, to our community members who support our students with these great scholarships and awards that truly make a difference in our kids' lives. We want to thank them and give them our gratitude. So thank you for coming out tonight. Congratulations to our winner, and we wish you all a good evening.